Well, hi guys, Emma again. Just a quick update here. Some of you might recognise these bits. It's actually the spindle out of the Lorch lathe, and I've noticed that it needs a little bit of adjustment lately, and with plain bearing lathes that's par for the course really, like shortening belts. It's done a fair bit of work now since I put it together, and I thought it'd be a good idea to pull it apart and just check and make sure that everything looks good. This is a new bronze bearing that was made for this machine when I restored it. I didn't make this, but Engineering Works close by here did it. It's probably the most expensive thing I've ever done to this lathe. The earlier one has probably been thrown out. It was basically a pipe union, a galvanised pipe union with a bit of brass fitting screwed into it and turned to a bit of a taper, and to pack it up with grease it was probably okay, but this is a fair bit better than it was. The way this goes together, this is the front bearing, is steel on cast iron, and that all still looks pretty good. And then the pulley goes next, which has got the index plate in it there. You see that? The numbers there for the index holes. That's got a collet on it, that's what holds it in place, and it's got 3 screws to tighten it down. It's a well made thing, that's the original pulley. Then after that is a preload system, which is this pin here. This was actually made for the machine. A friend made this, thanks Greg, and did a nice job on a Sieg C1, and laughed all the way on this project. This has got two pins in it, and that pins into that collar there, which sits on the shaft, and this thrust bearing runs in there. The other part of the thrust bearing runs in the against the rear bearing of the headstock. This screws on here, just here, and the bearing goes next with a key in it, and then it's got 2 lock nuts which are adjusted with special Lorch, F-Lorch, I think these are Lorch Smith C-spanners for adjusting the, I think they go together there, like that. So they're important tools, and they would have come with the lathe originally. These come from Germany, but they're the original ones. Finally, it's got a grub screw hole here and a keyway. Well, this keyway doesn't actually do anything, I don't think, up this end. But this is where the mandrels for the thread cutting attachment go, if you ever find them. And that's a good fit there. For the drawbar, which goes in that end. And this is the end that we modified. We'll have a look. I was aiming for well lit here, and I really haven't achieved that. That might be the best view of that you can see. If we have a close look, the collet pins here, I'm not sure how that's held in, and no one else seems to know either. A bit hard to see there, but I reckon it's probably screwed and riveted, and I might have a go at drilling that out. So this is the headstock, the plain bearing there that's tapered. This is the surface that the thrust bearing runs on, and this bronze bush goes through the back there like that. So that's how it all goes together. I thought you might like a look at that. There's probably, and my steam engine videos are up to date a bit, I might just have a bit of a go at getting that pin out. I reckon I can do a bit of a job on that and get him out. It'd be nice to put one back in. So it's a poor old spindle. But it's still nice and accurate. Probably, seriously, 1930 at the latest. That's 85 years. So I'm always a bit impressed to take this apart. And thanks for watching, guys. More soon.